in the VR application. So that time, like 100% safety was there. Even like we don't need to spend much money because during that time, if you want to travel, then you have to get a permission from many places and even the tickets because there is no transportation at all. Even though if you want to travel, then they used to charge more on top of the risk. Like we have many, parameters. But when they started exploring that VR device, like they not literally traveled from their house. On top of that, okay, they didn't spend much money and time is not at all a concern. So because of this particular technology, okay, it became a truth. It is possible. Okay, so they have enjoyed and the technology was useful in that particular time. So this is one of the incident and the application, okay, which was really got VRA was entering into this particular field. Similarly, okay, I would like to show a couple of demos. Like I want to show this particular video. See here. I hope okay, you guys can see my screen. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because this VR technology is not for any specific domain. Okay, because this is a open technology. Wherever, okay, we have to save the cost and we have to, safety is a concern and time is a concern. So in those places, okay, so we can use this particular technology to come up with the solution. So that is what, okay, like a culture and heritage. Okay, see now he's just sitting in the laboratory and he wants to explore a huge building which is going to construct in that particular place, kind of a civil. Even like civil people also started using this particular technology to get to attract the customers. Like Casa Grande, okay, I think okay, you might be here about the Casa Grande. Okay, those guys are number one builders in India. So those guys are following this particular strategy to sell the plots and the buildings which they are going to construct. So when the user started exploring, okay, they are literally getting the actual feel of that. Okay, this is our building, the place where we are going to stay after 5 years or after 2 years, like that. And they can see the atmospheres like a park, swimming pool, kids park, X, Y, Z, all those features which is available in that particular area. So that is what the beauty of this particular technology. Even like see, yeah. So like yeah. So like that, we have many applications which is related to the culture and heritage. Yeah. So now like yeah, all information like how we can use the VR technology in this particular domain. So now we will move to the hands-on. Yeah. Meanwhile, like, do you guys have any doubts related to the previous session or yesterday's session? Yeah, that is fine. So now, yeah, actually, okay, this was the project. Okay, we were just looking on the first 2 days. So now I'm going to create a new scene because today I will show you like, okay, so how to create a basic VR experience in the Unity 3D software. Say like file, let me create a new scene. Let me create a new scene and yeah, controllers, save the plugin, save the scene as experiment 4. So now, like especially in the VR, like the visuals are the matters. Okay, programming, okay, somehow, okay, we can refer many YouTube tutorials or the chat GPT and you can implement that logic. But only the problem what we are facing is, okay, the visuals. So basically, okay, we have many use cases, but for implementing those use cases in the VR mode, okay, so again, okay, we have a dependencies. Okay, that is what the modeling comes into the picture. So like how we have a programmer, similarly, okay, we need a team of modelers. Means the one, okay, who can design the 3D environment and they have to give it to us. Okay, then only, okay, we can use in our Unity and we can develop the VR application. So that is what like this is kind of a group project. Only one man can't develop everything. We need a programmer, we have a designer, and we have an artist, a testing, publisher. Like we have many roles. Yeah. Yeah, now I have created a new scene. As the VR is a different gadget. Okay, so the VR is a different gadget. Okay, let me show you. Like VR devices. See, today, like I'm going to show, okay, so how to develop the application for the Quest. Okay, so basically, okay, so we have many devices. Okay, so if you look at this, okay, so you can see many devices. Okay, so like we have a HTC Vive. Okay, so that is kind of a high-end resolution VR device. Quest is a low-cost VR device. Google Cardboard. Again, the in the Quest itself, okay, we have a different generations, and even Sony, okay, in Samsung, okay, even Microsoft, okay, they have their own VR gadgets. So based on your budget, okay, you can use any specific device and you can develop the application. But generally, for the academics and for the students projects, okay, we will prefer the Quest, Quest 2, Quest 3, Quest 3 Pro, okay, these kind of devices. Like the one, okay, which is having the white color, no? So that particular device. Yeah, this particular one. Yeah, Quest. Because this is a cheap cost device, means like you can buy this device for even like from 30,000. Okay, based on the memory, okay, they will charge. Like, yeah. So as I said, like, okay, here also we are having the Android operating system. So this is also kind of a mobile only, but we are not exploring the applications through the hands. Okay, we supposed to wear like in the heads, like these images, and you can interact with the applications through this kind of input controllers. So basically in every device, okay, we have an input system. Like for a PC or a laptop, okay, you have to give the inputs through the keyboard, mouse, or if at all, if you are exploring any application in the mobile, there the input might be like a touch, tap, pinch, zoom, swipe kind of thing. And now for this kind of a QR devices, I mean the VR devices, okay, they have created a special input devices to send the signals, the user signals to inside the application. So this is what those input controllers. Yeah. So now for developing this kind of an application, Unity alone can't be, Unity alone can't be work. Why? Because Unity is a 3D real-time rendering application and using the same software, okay, you can develop the AR and VR application. But If you want to develop the AR VR applications, means okay, you have depend on some third-party library softwares. Okay, third-party library softwares. Okay, the reason because actually I am a normal Unity developer. I know how to program in Unity. But for this QR devices, okay, this is a different type of a hardware. And I don't know, okay, what kind of a code, okay, so they have written to send the signals when they press this particular buttons and when they wear this particular devices in the head. Okay, so those signals are different and those programmings are different. So if I want to bring all these features in the application which I'm going to develop, so in that, I'm not going to write all the code from the scratch. Okay, I'm going to use the third-party libraries. Okay, that is what we have like a XR interaction toolkit, and we have a quest meta quest library. Like, okay, so we have a different libraries. So using enough one of those library in Unity, okay, combining those two things, okay, you can develop the VR project. Okay, so now, yeah, this is just a Unity 3D software. Using this, okay, I can the 3D games, 2D games, mobile games, PC games, XYZ and all. Now using the same tool, I'm going to uh, develop the VR application. Okay. So for that, first I have to download couple of third-party libraries or the Unity own libraries. Okay. So let me show you. Okay, if at all, if you guys want to note it down, okay, kindly note it down somewhere. Like window, we have an option called package manager. We have an option called package manager. Select that. See, in the package manager, like you can see the left top where I'm moving the cursor. So here, okay, you can find option called packages in project. Okay, you can just click this drop down. Here, okay, you can just select Unity registry. Okay, why? Because I am going to download one plugin, okay, which is available inside the Unity plugin store. So that is why, okay, here, okay, I have selected the Unity registry. Okay, Unity registry is nothing but the overall place where you can find the Unity related plugins and the actually like asset store. Okay, so now once you select this, okay, you can just scroll down. Okay, you can go to the least, I mean the down part. There we have options like XR plugin management, XR interaction toolkit, XR hands like this. So actually, I'm going to use this particular libraries inside my project to develop the application. Okay, so let me select the XR plugin management first and install and install. Yeah, I just installed and I'm going to download couple of sample experiments, okay, which is there inside that particular thing. Okay, so now let it be. Meanwhile, okay, select the second last plugin, that is a XR interaction toolkit. Select that and click install and click install. Let it install. Okay, why? Because this is a big file. Okay, it needs to get it download from the Unity asset store. Yeah. So it will ask me the project. Okay, why? Because okay, once I download the new plugin, okay, the things has to be settled down inside the exact places. So that is why okay, we have to restart the whole project. Okay, let me click yes. My Unity will get closed and it will reopen by setting those libraries in the exact positions or the places, and it will reopen my project again like this. Yeah. So I have downloaded two plugins. Hmm. Yeah, again, okay, you can select the Unity registry, scroll down, select the XR infraction toolkit. And in this, I'm going to download the samples. Okay, so see here, you can find the samples. Just click that sample. I'm going to download the first two samples, like a starter assets. Just click import. Just click import. Yeah. After that, okay, you can import the hands interaction demo. Just click import. Yeah, automatically, okay, when you are importing those samples, this project settings window will pop up. Okay, you don't need to worry. Okay, so here, okay, you have an option like fix all. Okay, why? Because as I said, like, okay, things needs to settle down in that exact places. Till that, okay, we will get, okay, this kind of a problem. So here, okay, you can click fix all. So this will automatically fix that issue. Okay, like just click fix all. Yes, it got fixed. Okay, again, fix all. Yeah. So basically, okay, you're not supposed to get the red color statement, okay, because less red color statement is the error or a bug which will cause the issue. Okay, it won't allow your application to execute. But the yellow color warning is kind of yellow color, the statement is kind of a warning. Okay, so this is kind of a warning. Okay, this also can be fixed in the further steps. Okay, again, just click fix on. Yeah. So now you can close this project settings window. Also, okay, you can close this package manager. Okay, so you can close both the windows for the time being. Now you can select the file, go to build settings. By default, whenever you are opening a new project in Unity, okay, that particular project will support Windows, Mac, Linux standalone platforms. But now we are going to convert this application for the VR. So the VR device has the Android platform. Okay, the VR device has the Android platform. So what I have to do is, okay, either okay, you can keep it Windows, okay, that time also it will work. But now, if you want to deploy your application in the VR device means, okay, then you have to change the platform. See, during the first day, okay, I have said the VR application can be explored in two different ways. Like we have a separate headset. In that headset, okay, you can install the VR application and you can explore. Else, if that VR application is the heavy size application, in that case, you can develop the PC based executable file and you can run that file in the PC through the cable. Okay, you can connect with the VR headset and that visuals can be explored there. Like we have two options. So if at all, if you are going with the first one, then you can connect through the cable to the headset and you have to explore. No, sir. Okay, I don't want to connect with my PC. I don't have the cables and all. Okay, I want to uh, run a standalone application. Means, okay, you can convert that into Android. So you can select Android, click switch platform. Yeah, now I have converted for the Android platform. So once you've done this, below, okay, you have an option called player settings. Okay, just click this button. Just click that button. The project settings window will pop up like this. The project settings window will pop up like this. So here we are going to do a couple of settings like select the XR plugin management. See here in that list at the very bottom, okay, you can find an option called XR plugin management. Here you have to choose what kind of a third-party library okay, you are going to use to develop the AR/VR application. Here I have used the OpenXR plugin. That was the one okay, which I have downloaded in my package manager. Similarly, okay, we have other plugins also. Okay. So whenever okay, I'm going to build my VR application for the Android platform, I have to use the same OpenXR library. You select, it will get tick. Again, you can click fix all. Yeah. Select the XR plugin again. Yeah. So now this is an Android icon. And here, okay, you have a PC icon. Okay, select the Windows icon. Suppose, okay, if you are developing your application for the VR platform, in that particular scenario also, okay, you're supposed to use the OpenXR. Okay, just to select that. Yeah. So once you've done this, second one is select the OpenXR. So now in this OpenXR plugin, okay, what kind of a features, okay, you are going to use and for which are all the devices, okay, you are going to see your VR application. Okay, those list, okay, you have to select it over here. Okay, like select the OpenXR. Here, okay, I have selected the Windows platform. Here you can find an option called enabled interaction profiles. Enabled interaction profiles. Okay, just click the plus symbol. So we have many VR headsets, but as we are having the Quest and even all the academics and for the students project, okay, even you guys can buy the Quest device only because that is very cheap and best. So now I'm planning to add those devices like Oculus Touch Controller profile. Okay, that doesn't mean that, okay, that is a Quest 2 device. And again, you just click the plus symbol. Meta Quest Touch Plus. Okay, this is a Quest 3. Again, you just click the plus symbol. Meta Quest Touch Pro. Just click this. Okay. Yeah, I have added these three devices. And in the OpenXR, okay, what kind of a features, okay, which I'm expecting, like only hand tracking subsystem and meta hand tracking aimer. These two features only is enough. Hand tracking subsystem and meta hand tracking aimer. After that, you can select the Android. You have to repeat the same step here also, okay? Like enable the interaction profiles, click the plus symbol, select Oculus Touch, MetaQuest Touch, MetaQuest Touch Pro. Yeah. And here you have to use these features: hand tracking subsystem, meta hand tracking aim, and meta quest support. For Windows platform, only two features. For the mobile platform, okay, I have selected three features. Okay. Yeah, once you've done this, you go to the project validation. Select that. See here, all the errors were out. Okay, this now it is a errorless application. Okay, now it is a errorless application. Okay, you don't need to worry. Okay. But previously, okay, you were keep on pressing the fix all button and you are getting some warnings, bugs and all. So now, once you've done all these settings, okay, automatically, okay, everything will be settled down and you won't get the error. Okay, so now close this. Yeah, close the build settings option also. Okay. First thing, by default in the Unity, okay, you have the main camera and directional light. So this main camera is kind of a normal camera, which is not meant for the VR application. So using this camera, okay, you can develop the normal 3D games, but this camera won't work in the VR mode. So what we can do is, okay, let me delete this. Select main camera, delete it. So once you delete, okay, obviously, okay, you can't able to see the output, okay, which is totally blank, okay, in dark. Now, under the project window, I have downloaded couple of samples and I have downloaded the plugins. So inside that, I'm going to use the respective objects. Okay, so here in the project window, okay, you have a search option. Okay, just click here. Just search XR interaction. Okay, all the script files or the files, okay, which is starting with the letters like a XR space interaction will be pop up here. Now, in the project window at the very bottom, okay, you can find a slider like this. See where I'm moving my cursor. Just bring this slider button to the left, the least left. Okay. So now you can able to see the full file name like this. And now I want to use the XR interaction setup object. Okay, why? Because okay, this is the prefab which has all the features to develop the VR application. Okay, so just to bring the XR interaction setup here. See, once you bring that XR interaction setup, immediately, okay, you can able to see, okay, the game window is showing something. So that means inside this XR interaction setup, okay, you have a camera. Okay. This particular camera has the ability to show or develop the VR scene. So see, if you open the XR interaction setup, okay, which has many objects under this root, like input action manager, XR interaction manager, event system. If you open that XR origin, okay, under that, okay, you can find a camera offset. If you open that, there you have a main camera. This main camera has a different script. See, tracked, post, revisor, input, and all those features. So this is what important for the VR. Okay, now let it be. Yes, somehow I just made to see my output by adding the XR interaction setup. Inside this particular package, we have an input action manager, we have an XR interaction manager. So basically, day two, okay, I have created a UI and I have to write my own code to interact with the UI. Okay, like a buttons. Here, we have a separate joystick kind of a thing. So this is what kind of a joystick. So if I want to send any signals to this particular joysticks, then I should know, okay, what kind of a code I supposed to write. So as I'm not aware of those particular script, so all those programming and all is already done and it has kept under the input action manager script. Okay. So now this is for your information. Once you bring this XR interaction setup, okay, so first you have to check whether this particular control is working fine or not. This particular control is working fine or not. Okay, so make sure that XR interaction setup should be placed in the position of 0, 0, 0. You are not supposed to scale it like except 1, 1, 1. Okay, let it be because you have to follow the as it is or the default values. Now, game object, 3D object. I want to create a ground. So, as usual, okay, let me add a plane. Make sure the plane is the ground. Okay, this is the world which I'm going to create it now. So you can reset the plane's position also. Okay, select the plane, rename this as ground, and the ground, the inspector, we have a transform. Just click this and click reset. Okay, so the plane, the ground is realigned in the exact position of the XR interaction setup. But now the ground is looking little, I mean, small. So you can expand the size, like select the ground. In the inspector, okay, we have an option like a scale. So you can expand the size in the x-axis and z-axis. Okay, so there is no need to change in the y-axis because this is a 2D plane. So you won't get any difference. Okay, so let me change this as 25 in the x-axis and 25 meter in the z-axis. I have created a huge ground. Now you can apply any color. Let me drag and drop the green color. Okay. So now the first thing, okay, you have to check whether the movement, the turn, all those things are working fine or not. Okay, why? Because once you wear the headset, okay, you can explore the virtual world in the headset. So in that headset, okay, first you should know to navigate. Like, okay, you can able to move forward, back, right, left, all those things. Even like you can turn. Means, okay, if you want to turn, okay, you can turn your head. Else, in the joystick, okay, we have a specific button to turn. Okay, so basically, like before going to develop the applications for any specific domain, you guys should be familiar with, okay, how to operate the device first. Okay, without knowing, okay, how to operate like a switch on, switch off, and exploring a different applications and to without knowing a controls, there is no point of developing an application. Okay, so first, just to explore, get I mean the actual feel. After that, okay, you can decide, okay, what kind of a use case will be fit for that particular domain. Okay, so now. See, if you check whether you are moving in the empty world, okay, you can't find why because in the empty world, if you are moving or if you are running or if you are turning, you can't find any difference. Okay, so let me place some placeholders like game object, 3D object, a cube, this. Yeah, let me apply red color. Similarly, control D, control D, control D. I just kept some cubes. Why? Because I need to know, okay, whether I'm just moving or I'm just turning towards to some objects or some destiny. Okay, so control S. Okay, so now during the development time, if you want to test your application, then you need a one more software called Meta Horizon Link. See, like this, Meta Horizon Link. So this particular software will get installed only in the graphics card machines. So this is kind of an intermediate software. Through that, okay, you can explore the VR application and you can track all the histories to this particular software. Okay, so now I'm not going to show using the hardware. Okay, so if at all, if you have a dedicated VR Quest hardware, that time, okay, you have to configure that device and you can connect that particular device with your computer. So you will get the a status. So if the system is connected successfully, okay, you will get the green color signals and you can go further and you can play that application and you can see the output in the device. Okay, but now, like as you guys doesn't have the device, so because of it, I'm not going to explain this particular process. Okay, let me close this. Go back to the Unity editor. Yeah, like window, mm, package manager. Yeah, select the XR interaction toolkit. The second last, we have a samples option. Select that. Scroll down. We have one option called XR device simulator. The fourth one, XR device simulator support sample. Just click import. Just click import. Yeah. So now I have imported that feature as well inside my project. Okay. So now under the project window, just search XR device. If you start typing automatically, okay, that particular prefab will be pop up like this, kind of a filter. See, we have XR device simulator. Just drag and drop that simulator inside the hierarchy. Control S. Just click the play button. Yeah. So this is what the simulator. So now if you move your cursor, you can turn. Okay. This is something which is equal to if you turn your head. Okay. If you rotate your head, okay. So that signals will be calculated and you can turn into the respective direction. See now the turn rotation is working. This is something which is similar to your head. Now, if you want to move forward, see in the left side, okay, you have the options. Like for the movement, you can press Q, S, A, D plus Q and E controls. Okay, plus Q and E. Okay, so now let me press W. I can move towards to this particular cube. You guys can feel so, right? Yes, I'm just moving towards to this particular cube. See? Yes, I reached. Yes, I reached. Okay. Now you can look at another cube. W and Q. See? Means, okay, you will go down. W, E means, okay, you can go up. W means, okay, you can go forward. Yeah. So you have to learn all these controls first. See, you can turn in whichever the direction, okay, you are looking, okay, in that particular direction, you can keep on move forward. Okay, so I'm just pressing the W key and I'm just turning my mouse pointer. So I can able to move into the respective directions. Okay, so now turn is working. Yeah. Just close this. One thing that when you are just checking in your PC, that time, okay, you are using the XR device simulator. And after that, like if you are connecting with your headset, in that time, okay, you're supposed to remove this from the hierarchy. You are not supposed to keep this thing in the hierarchy. Why? Because two controllers will produce the bug. Okay, so that time, okay, you will face a buggy application. So you will get confused. So that is why either if you are checking only in the PC, okay, that time device simulator is fine. Else, you can remove this. Okay, you don't need to keep this in your project. Okay, so now yes, movement is working fine. I can able to turn. Okay, everything is working fine. Okay, so now controllers remove all the cubes. I don't want the cubes. Just delete. Okay, controllers. As we are going to see the culture and heritage related applications, let me go to asset store. Let me go to asset store. Yeah. So here, let me search something called temple. Yeah. Yeah. Can you guys able to see it like PNW temple edition? Okay. Here, okay. I think, okay, yesterday, okay, he would have explained about how to use the Unity asset store and how to download assets and all. See, like now, I have a PNW temple edition. Okay. This is one of the package. And also I have one more package called Korean temples. Okay, so let me go with the Korean temples. This is a 4.2 GB application. Okay, this is a 4.2 GB application. Okay, all the assets might be a high poly. So before going to use anything from the asset store, for your information, okay, so try to download the low poly or the low size, I mean low file size packages. Why? Because that will indirectly increase the size of your application. Okay. If somebody wants to use your application means, okay, first, okay, they will check the actual application size. If it is too heavy and which is not having that many features means, okay, nobody will like that application. Okay. Similarly, like I don't want this 4 GB file. Okay. So let it be. Rather, okay, let me go with the temple edition. Just click this. This is just a 15 MB file. Can you see this? The file size is overall 15 MB. That is what the difference between the experienced artist and the beginners. So the beginners, okay, though they don't need to literally worry about the optimization and the file size and all. Okay, they will just create some assets and they just upload here for just a uh, kind of awareness. But experienced people, okay, so they will think many aspects before going to create this kind of packages. So now this is a only 15 MB file, see, which has a big environment with so many details. So, so now let me open in Unity first. Open in Unity. So once you click open in Unity, the navigation will get switched from your browser page into your Unity. And inside your Unity editor project, or the package manager window will open like this. Here, as I have already used this package many times in my project. So because of that, okay. Yeah. Because of that, okay. So I can uh, able to see the import option. But in your case, like when you are downloading at the very first time, okay, you won't get the option like import. Okay, first you have to download. Okay, so in your case, okay, you can see only the download button. But as I said, okay, I have already used this application many times. So I have the import option. Okay, so just let me click import. See, these many files are there inside that. So now, like it is asking the confirmation whether you are going to use all the assets inside that particular package or you can filter according to your wish like that. But now I don't know okay, what to I select and all. So let me import the whole package in my Unity. Okay, so just click import. Yes, done. And now close this window. See, I can able to see the PNW temple edition folder inside my assets. You open that, we have a folder called prefabs. See, whenever you are downloading any packages from the Unity asset store, inside that respective folder, you should have one folder called prefabs. So you have to use that prefab inside your projects. Okay, don't use any models or a different material separately. You just start using the prefabs. Okay, so now see, here, okay, you can find a filter icon like square, circle, and triangle. Okay, all together combined, you have an icon. Okay, just click that. Search by type icon. Here, okay, you have option called prefab. Just click that. You can able to see the full cubicle shapes. But by looking the cubicle shapes, okay, I can't take a decision. Okay, what is what, how it look like, okay, where to place all those things. So in this case, okay, so you can just adjust the slider. See, at the very bottom, okay, you can find a slider. Okay, just adjust the slider towards to the right side. See, now you can see all the prefabs which is available inside the see, we have so many parts. Now let me use yes. It is looking very tiny, but when you are exploring in the VR, okay, you will get the actual feel of the height, all those things. Yes, we have many buildings. Yeah. Now, controllers. Okay. So now I'm going to execute the application. Now I'm going to execute the application. Okay, like controllers, save the scene. Yeah. Okay, let me add the, yeah, it is there. Device simulator is there. Just click the play button. Okay, can you see that? So once you are wearing the headset, no, okay, so your height will be calculated based on the ground. See, you have to see the buildings like this. You have to look up. See now, press W. Okay, you can see the detail of the texture. See the walls, and we have a grass on top of that. You can look up and you can walk. You can literally feel that okay, you're just walking in that fort kind of a place. See? Actually, now I'm able to move only with the less speed. So if you want to increase the speed, you can one second, and escape. Open the XR interaction setup. Inside that, okay, you can find one option called locomotion system. There you have an option called turn. Select that, not turn, move. Yeah. So the movement speed is only one, so that you can change into three at least controllers. Actually, I'm just changing the default value for just showing the output, but I mean later, okay, you have to bring it back. Okay, you are not supposed to keep like one, I mean three. Okay, now let me press. Yeah, you can able to move little fast. See? So when you wear the headset and walk, okay, you will be your experience is entirely different. Okay, so you will get the actual feel of that you are in the that particular place. See? You can your body can feel that jerk. Okay, you can move, you can turn, you can move. You can watch everything. Yeah. Escape. Yeah. So basically, like this is a, okay, you have to create the scene. So basically, when you are developing the scene, okay, so you have to, I mean, look at couple of parameters like, see, now I was just dragging and drop these kind of a prefabs. Okay, so basically, the whole thing is called it as entrance 3B. Okay, so now inside that, okay, so we have many small objects. So this is a arch. So if you select this arch in the inspector, okay, you can find a component called mesh collider. Okay, so you're supposed to know about this particular concept because we have already seen. See, basically in the day two, when you want to not go inside any other object. Okay, if both the objects are trying to meet each other in that particular scenario, okay, if you don't want to make the object to not get passed through with each other means, okay, we have followed a certain concept like a rigid body and collider and all. So you have to make sure whether the object which you are going to use to design the environment should carry a collider. Okay, it is not necessary that okay, that object should carry a mesh collider, but collider is mandatory. Okay, then only see now I can able to climb the stairs. Okay, I can able to stand on top of the buildings. I can't go inside. So if at all if you want to get okay these kind of features, then kindly cross verify because this package has all the features ready-madely available. But suppose okay, if you're downloading any other buildings and if you're exploring, there you won't have that options. Okay, so let me show that as well. Like see, like window asset store. Let me now go like oh, yeah. So can you see the house pack? Okay, so let me select this. So this is also like a 15 MB assets. Okay, it won't take much time to download. So just import. Yeah, yeah. So now close this package. See, the house pack is the recent one. So inside that, okay, I have a prefab folder. So this is like a house buildings. Okay, so just let me drag and drop something like that. Yeah, Control S. Okay, so in the simulator, okay, you won't get that feature. See, now I will show in the inspector. This house has the mesh, the shape, everything. Okay, but if you look at the inspector, okay, here, okay, you don't have a component called collider. So what you have to do is, okay, you have to select the house, go to component, then physics, add the box collider. So if you add the box collider, okay, the boundaries will be created like this. Can you see the green color wireframe, okay, which was covered the four side of the buildings. Okay, this is what the collider. So if you use, okay, this kind of a collider means, okay, you can't go to the edges. Okay, so it will create a boundary like a box. So you can't go beyond that. No, sir, okay, I don't want this kind of a collider means, okay, you can go with select the house, component, physics. Okay, we have option called mesh collider. Okay, you select that. So in this scenario, okay, the collider will be created as it is like a house. As it is like a house. See, can you see? As it is like a house. So in that scenario, okay, you can't, I mean, you can go till this corner, okay, till this edges. Okay. So this is what the difference. Now control is like here, the audio will be play little different. Okay, so you can't play the 2D sound. Basically, in the gaming, like when you go next to certain objects, okay, you can able to hear the music in a very high volume. And if you move far away from the place, okay, that time, okay, the volume will get reduced. So such kind of experience only, okay, you have to add in the VR. Okay, now like let me, I have the music file. Okay, so this is the music file. Yeah. Start. Okay, so now like if I want to integrate, okay, this in the real world or the VR. Okay, so now select this, keep it in the corner and attach the music file to that particular game object. Okay, here, okay, you can enable the loop. After that, in the settings, okay, we have option called spatial blend, okay, like 2D to 3D. So if it is a 2D, okay, you can hear the music throughout the game, but I don't want to hear such kind of a music. Why? Because this is a 3D world. The music will differ based on the distance. So you have to change the slider from 2D to 3D like this. Then here you have one more option called the surrounding boundings. Okay, like minimum distance and maximum distance. The minimum distance is 1, the maximum distance is 500. Okay, so you just change this distance like 5 or 10. See, can you see a small sphere, okay, which is covering, okay, this is the actual area, okay, till 10 meter, the audio file can be hearable by the player. So once you go far away from this, then the music will be off. Means, okay, the volume will gradually get reduced and you won't hear the music file at all. Okay, so now controllers, hit the play button. Yeah. So this you can explore in the VR headset. Now controllers. See, because we have couple of plus and minus with the simulator, okay, because everything, okay, you can export in the simulator, okay, you can go with the actual device hardware, okay, so now let it be. Now, the next feature is like, let me add a cube, okay, reset. In the virtual environment, okay, so I have successfully added the controller. I can able to move around. I can able to walk. I can able to turn. Okay, so I can able to hear the music file and collision and all everything is fixed. Okay, now the next thing is, okay, I need to know, okay, how to interact with the objects. Interacting in the sense, okay, in the real world, like you guys are grabbing the object, okay, you guys are touching and holding, grabbing, all these things are happening. No? So how to add those features in the VR? Okay, so let me add the cube. Mm, let me add the cube. Yeah. So basically, the cube is having the scale size like 111. Even though, okay, if it is a small value, but the one indicates 1 meter. Okay, so it will look little bigger in the VR environment. Okay, so let me keep it like 0.5 and 0.5 like this. Okay, now apply the texture file. I want to interact, okay, I want to take this object or I want to grab this object. So if at all, if you are planning to add such kind of a feature to the object means, see in the inspector, we have an option called add component. Just to click that, you can type XR grab interactable, just XR space GR. Automatically the XR grab interactable script will be selected. XR space GR. Okay, so you can select the XR grab interactable like this. If you want to make any game object to be an interactable object in the VR, then the first point, okay, that particular object should carry a rigid body component. So basically, you have seen this component in the date. Okay, it should be a rigid body component. Okay, then only, okay, all the physics will be applied to that object. That is the first constraint. Second, that object should carry a collider, any collider. That is not mandatory. Okay, any collider is enough. Yes, which has a box collider. Then scroll down. Now I have added a XR grab interactable. So if at all, if you want to grab any game object in the VR, first that object should carry a rigid body. Okay, then only okay the script will work. So, but I didn't attach the rigid body manually. I was trying to attach the XR grab interactable script. But the Unity has an intelligence. Okay, it is working like, see, the user is trying to add the game, I mean, the script called XR grab interactable, but that object doesn't have a rigid body. So we have to help the users like the Unity only is automatically attaching the rigid body. Okay, so now it is done. Control S. Let me duplicate. It's Control S. Just click the play button. See, see all the boxes were, I mean, standing on the ground. Okay, why? Because see, I didn't keep it on the ground. Okay, it was in the middle. Okay, in the air. But because of the rigid body, okay, rigid body has the gravity. So the gravity is pulling down. So the object is it was moving down and it was standing on the plane. Okay, so now move W. Here, okay, we have an option called grab. So basically, grab is nothing but okay, this particular button. Can you see where I'm moving my cursor? Grab. See? See, I pressed T and immediately my left hand joystick is rotated. And from that, okay, you can able to see one blue color uh, wave, okay, which is coming from that. Okay, why? Because that is a white color wave only. But when it is detecting, okay, when it start collide with the interactable objects, okay, automatically, okay, the wave color will get changed into blue color. Okay, see now, if I move, okay, it will become white. But if I turn towards to the interactable objects, the wave will become blue. Okay, so now you can click G. See, you can grab. Okay, you can grab. Okay. And even like you can press W and yes, okay, you can bring close up and you can press. If you remove G, okay, it will go down. Okay, so then press G. Now I pressed T so that option is getting locked. So now you can press W. So you can grab and you can walk. So actually, okay, these kind of workshops and all has to be attended through the physical mode. Okay, then only okay, you guys can explore and you will get a chance to explore the device and the controls and you will get the real feel. Okay, but now through the visuals, like I'm exploring from my end. See, now if you want to remove or if you want to release the grab option, okay, again you can press T. It is released. See, you can go back and you can grab. See? Next to that, you go. Hmm. Press T. grab. You can just see, you can throw. I just throw. See, I'm just throwing. I'm just exploring all these features. See, couple of cubes were there. Actually, this is a rigid body of right? Okay, so let me remove the G. See, you can place on one top on another. Why? Because it is a rigid body object, okay, which has the physics. You can move. So this is a okay. You can explore, grab. You can throw it away. Okay, everything can be possible. So you should be familiar with the joysticks. Okay, so now escape. Hmm. Now, yes, like the one more functionality we can see, and we can move to the one more heritage and culture-based example. So like, hmm, suppose like if you want to add the graphics part, then what we can do? Okay, I will show the animation thing. Like, yeah. See, now this is an animation. Okay, see now the mushroom. Okay, which is keep on just kind of a breathing kind of a thing, and which is jumping. Okay, this is what we are calling as an animation. Suppose, okay, how to add, okay, this kind of animation in the scene. Okay, so let me show you, like add to my assets, accept, open in Unity, download, import. Yeah. See, I have a prefab like mushroom monster. Okay, just a drag and drop, reset, which is very, very huge. So when you are downloading any assets, okay, that assets is not designed based on your requirement, especially like the scaling and all will change. So that is why, okay, so now let me reduce the size. Yeah. And 2D, let's see. See, now this is animation. Okay, some motion or some animation is applied on that mushrooms. Okay, you can. So basically, okay, if you want to show any actions or the motions like this, so basically, okay, you need a component called animator. So that is what it is already there. Animation, idle animation is there. Okay, play automatically, everything is there. Okay, so now let it be. Like now I'm going to show one more example which is related to the culture and heritage. Okay, basically, like see, if you are having the less resources, like you want to develop an application, one second. Actually, okay, these colleges are our partners. Okay, so we were collaborated with them. See here, okay, so they have an option called campus tour. Okay, can you able to see campus tour, which is a 360 view. Okay, just to click this campus tour. So if somebody, okay, from far, if they want to explore, okay, how the actual buildings and the environments look like, then they can visit. Okay, else. See, click. So now, similarly, okay, we have done one project like yeah. This is a 360 video. Okay, so 360 video means okay, normal camera can't have this feature. Okay, for shooting, okay, this kind of a values, okay, we have a separate hardware called a 360 camera. Using that, okay, you can record the videos. I mean, okay, you can capture the environment in the C60-degree angle. Okay, why you are going with this particular option? Because see, if you want to really create all this environment in the 3D form, okay, it will take more time. Okay, so the implementation or the development cost is more. Rather, okay, you can shoot, okay, this kind of a 360 video and you can explore in the VR. So you will get the actual feel that how actually it was looking, okay, without even a small issue or the problem or the visual bug, you can able to see the place. Okay, so now, like I will show, okay, how to explore, okay, this kind of a videos in VR. Okay, so let me bring this inside the assets like this. Okay, this is a 360 video. Okay, see, I have a video. Yeah, which has the volume, audio, everything. Now control S, file, new scene. Let me create a new scene. Control S. Save the scene as experiment 5. As usual, okay, this camera won't work. So delete it, create a plane, click reset. After that, okay, inside the project, search XR interaction setup, adjust the slider and drag the XR interaction setup. Okay, you will get the joystick like this, controllers. After that, now I'm going to see my 360 video. Okay, Unity has a feature of playing a 2D video and the 3D video. Okay, now we are going to see the 360 video. Okay, so first, okay, let me add the video. Okay, like player, like video player. Reset it. After that, okay, the video player has the clip. Okay, so what kind of a video okay, we supposed to play? Okay, that we supposed to attach it over here. So drag this video and drop it over here. Video clip. After that, okay, under the video player, okay, we have one more property called target texture. Okay, so that we have to create like assets, right click, create render texture. Okay, so we have one property called component called render texture. Just click that. So this is one type of a texture file which has the dimensions. Okay, so here, okay, you can mention the actual dimension of your video. So basically, okay, this is a 4K resolution video. Okay, this is a 4K resolution video. Okay, so 4K means, so like 4096 into 2048. Okay, this is the resolution. Okay, after that, once you create the new render texture, now select the video player. Here, okay, you can drag the new render texture into this particular place, target texture. After that, after that, I need one more material. Okay, so like assets, right click, create a material called 360, just a name 360 material. Then the inspector, okay, we have to change the shader type from standard into skybox panoramic. And here you can drag the render texture file in this place. Okay. After that, now select the window, rendering, lighting, then environment. So here, okay, we have an option called skybox material. So in this place, okay, you can drag the 360 material like this. Okay. Control S. Now, yeah, I think I have done everything. Okay, so now let me click this. So basically, okay, the plane is visible. Okay, why I have attached the plane? Okay, because if you are not having the plane, you will go down. Okay, the player controller will go down. So that is the reason. Okay, I have added the plane, but now, okay, which is disturbing the actual video. So what I can do is, okay, I can select the plane. In the inspector, okay, we have an option called mesh renderer so that you can uncheck it. Say now, okay, you can able to see the full video controllers. On top of that, okay, so if you want to turn, okay, then only, okay, you can feel the 360 video, right? I mean the 3D environment. So, you can add the XR device simulator like this. Control S. Just click the play button. So you have to slowly explore. The video is stopped. Okay, you can loop it. Can you see the stand? Okay, so this is the actual place where they have kept the 360 camera and they have shooted the video. You can see the passing clouds. Yeah. They can shoot a different 360 video, okay, based on their option. Okay, you can play it and you can show. So this is what like we can use the VR in the culture and heritage. Yeah. Now, like, let me run this. Yeah. You can use the Unity asset store in a better way to design the environment with more physics. Of a sphere. Let me reduce the size. Add a component. Okay, I want to make this as a grabbable object. The so D. Okay, so let me duplicate something. So now I have a couple of cubes and couple of. So if I to segregate, okay, means okay, I have to or I want to take this place very neatly so I can organize means. See now, let me use some baskets with this. Yeah, open and unity import. Yeah, I have three different baskets. Let me choose this. Control D. Okay. So for both the baskets, don't forget to attach the mesh collider. Yeah, controllers. Okay. So basically, I'm very familiar with the simulator, so I'm just doing very fast. So this is okay to some extent, but can go with the hardware interaction. Okay, so that is really good. Like that, okay, you can grab and you can segregate. You can play animations, okay, you can add a UI. Like we have many options. Yeah. So like that, okay, so we have many controls and many functionalities in the VR. Like even instead of keeping this, okay, you can keep a big machinery and you can display the visual buttons and you can operate it and you can show the animation code, okay, how to run that animation and how to see the internal spare parts of the machine. So see like, yeah, all those things. So basically, okay, so tomorrow is the actual AR session. So I just informed that guy to show the AR, some related to the engineering perspective. So now like this is a VR controls. So basically like using many features. Okay, so you can develop the application according to your domain. So that is what, yeah. So now if you have any questions, okay, you can ask why because so this is the last session and you need any assistance or any help, you can ask. Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Sir, yes, sir, audible, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Te-
Okay. Dear participants, you have any queries, you can ask the resource person. Now I'll unmute everyone. Dear participants, please turn on your videos.
Yeah, any doubts or clarifications regarding yesterday, day before yesterday, and today's sessions? Yeah. So basically, when you want to develop this kind of applications, okay, so hardware is mandatory. So the VR machine, I mean the laptop or PC, okay, have a external graphics card. Minimum 4 GB is a preferable. Okay, you can go with the cheapest VR device like a Quest 3, 3 Pro, all these devices. So which is available in the market also. Yeah. So AR is actually, it is a different experience. Uh, I mean, my co will explain for tomorrow's session. Yeah.
Dear participants, if you don't have any queries, I'll conclude the session by taking the permission from the resource person. Dear participants, feedback link is shared in the chat. So please fill the feedback form. So if you don't have any queries, I'll conclude the session. Ramesh sir, anything you want to share?
No, so nothing. Okay, so like regarding the sessions, or if they have doubts, okay, so they can, I mean,
Oh,
contact me later. So I think, okay, you guys have my contact number and the email ID, so you can share for tomorrow by end of the session.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. With this, I'll conclude today's session. Respected speaker and dear participants, on behalf of the organizing team, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker for sharing such valuable insights on today's topic. And we sincerely thank all participants their active presence. So your involvement made this program meaningful and successful. And for this FDP 4 pillars, first pillar is participant. Without you, there is no FDP. And second pillar is the speaker. So, I mean, research person. And third pillar is the organizing team. And fourth pillar is our college management. So, I thank once again for giving me this opportunity to tell the vote of thanks. So, myself, Ravi Kumar Reddy, working as Senior Assistant Professor in EC Department in CBR College of Engineering, Hyderabad. So good night, and we'll meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow in the last session. Thank you once again, everyone, for listening patiently and spending your valuable time. And my sincere thanks to once again to the resource person for spending a lot of time with us uh, by sacrificing his personal time to us.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, once again.
Yeah.
Sir, let me check any messages are there in WhatsApp, any questions? Yeah, I think no queries, sir. I'll end the session.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Good,
you. Thank you so much,
good
sir.
night,
Thank you.
everyone, and sweet dreams.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I hope everyone fill the feedback form. So you can leave the meeting. So those who are not fill the feedback form, once again, I'm sharing here. So you please try to fill the feedback form. So with your valuable feedback, we'll try to improve our further FDPs.